recording.
So I'm in the chat now.
Oh.
I just have to try to change my headphones.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, if you're, I don't want to rush you if you're eating or whatever.
Oh no, I'm done eating now. But yeah, for some reason my... Oh wait, it is working. Never mind. That's weird. The word sounds are coming out of my television, but
Oh, I've
the
had that.
voice...
I've had like a difference before where, yeah, some sound comes out the headphones and then like, it's like Discord's connected to the head, or like vice versa, but like one sound is like connected to the headphones and then the computer desktop audio is like speakers or something. I've had, and then you have
Yeah.
to like tell like Windows like also put the sounds in the headphones.
Yeah, I guess it's like the default device or something. Okay. We were gonna play Astroneer, I think, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I recently played multiplayer with a friend on Astroneer, and I think if I just start
I can
my game as
join...
normal, yeah, like you should be able to see a join or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the goal is basically to show you like the beginnings of the DLC.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I saw you join
I
the
don't know if you
game.
can hear... I don't know if you can hear the game in the background for me.
I don't think so.
Okay. I probably have it set above the like sound threshold for that then. That's good though, because yeah, it is the sound's coming out of my TV. Don't have the will to change that right to figure out how to change that.
Oh yeah, I see your shuttle's like coming down on the landing pad. It's like landing underneath the rocket. Yeah, so
Yeah.
this is like right now we're in like the typical Astroneer game and everything's the same as it normally would be, because the DLC starts from like a mission in the regular game,
Yeah.
and then the first thing it basically like you have to power up the first planet core. So that's why like there's already stuff around here because I went down and I powered up the planet core, and then I built a shuttle. And this pallet is like for you. There's oxygen tank and like a power thing. Those things just unlocked as I was like unlocking like the core of the planet, because then.
Yeah.
So this is the point where like you
Should I take
see
all of
like
these?
yeah, you could take them all.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as you're carrying those and the power, I think you'll have like more than enough. The power
To get
there
through
too.
whatever.
Yeah, the power will be good, and the oxygen will be like enough to like run. We have to like run across a planet surface, but then
Okay.
the tanks are nice because anytime you're near a vehicle or anything, they'll refill. So there's like lots of supply. So yeah, basically
Is there,
Oh yeah, what?
is there like a buggy we can both ride in, or are we walking?
First we have to go. You can sort of look at this mission panel if you want. I don't know if we can both open it at the same time. We're
Yeah,
on
get off.
like there's a mission called like is this thing on?
Okay.
Are you able? Can you read the panel at the same time that I could?
No, I think it's at different times. Like it pulls it
Oh
off
yeah.
the thing.
Oh yeah, I have there's a panel like in our backpacks too, I guess we can see. Yeah, so this is the first mission of the DLC. It says like is this thing on? And you just have to push the button after you like I don't know if you want to bother reading like the narrative of the DLC, or you can like skim it or just skip it, and I can sort of just tell us like what our next
Yeah, you
thing
you can
is.
tell us. Yeah.
Yeah, so after
I
you push
just
that
accepted
button,
it. Yeah. Yeah, I did.
yeah, so the pushing the button just like opens like another mission that's like again it says like push the button or sort of you get to like read some stuff basically first.
Oh, it wants me to push more buttons.
Yeah, I guess if you're I guess there's no point in like reading through the whole story, but I could summarize a bit. Like this guy basically contacts us and he's like, there's a hacker and we need you to go like in this base main game, he needs us to go to another planet and get some like storm data, and then come back, and then we will sort of continue.
Yeah. I don't remember the mouse like controlling what way my light looks on my guy. I don't know if that's like new or since the last time I played. Maybe I just don't remember it.
Oh, like whichever. Oh yeah, I've never noticed that before. I've noticed the light changing, but I never thought about how it's connected with the mouse.
Wait,
Yeah,
so is
this.
there other stuff I have to accept here then?
Yeah, the now
Storm.
the next DLC mission is like interact with the landing pad or whatever. I don't know if
Oh
you know
yeah,
what it's
okay.
called, but yeah. So that
Yeah.
gives us, you know, he sent us this little device. I'll throw
Does
this
like you
device in
doing
my
that do that for
backpack.
both of us? I guess.
Yeah, we just need one instance for the game.
Okay.
So this thing, yeah, when this thing, you have to go like put this little thing in a storm, and now I'm remembering that we need to like power this thing once we get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes 5 units of power. I'll just make sure I have like all the right stuff in my backpack. We should probably bring one of these storage things. Whenever this thing prints, do you want to like carry this thing in your backpack?
Which one? Which thing?
This
The thing
little,
that
it'll
prints?
print like a little box, basically.
Okay.
And then you could carry this next thing as well.
I don't know if I have a. Oh yeah, I have 2 more spots.
Yeah, our
have
shuttle
more
doesn't
spots.
have. I think at this point now we're probably because basically we'll go to the other planet. We have this tool that will sit on a platform, and then I have like 3 generators that will connect to it, and then it will gather like storm data, and then I think we just come back. Yeah, it says like put the ruby in a storm, any storm other than like this planet. Yeah. So now I guess we can get into this shuttle. We'll just go to like the moon and go to a storm. Yeah, your seat is on like the side in that compartment.
It's like not letting me go.
Do you hover? Can you hover over that like seat in the side of the shuttle?
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like it's already taking off before my door is closed. Like
Good thing you're
Getting, like,
wearing a spacesuit.
like, yeah, like this guy like ripped out of the side of the shuttle for like a split second and then like, oh wait, the door's closed.
Like trying to close the door with all the G-force of like a rocket. Like
Yeah.
then it like the like engines turn off, it like slams shut. Yeah, so you can see from orbit, you can see this big storm. That's actually like that's new
It's
to
like
the
a
DLC.
DLC planet.
No, this is all just a regular planet, regular solar system. The only new DLC stuff in the base game is like the storms, and
Okay.
the storms are just like interesting on their own, but also their real purpose is like to collect this data to like unlock access to the full like to basically get to the DLC planet. You need to get this
Okay.
like storm data or whatever. So yeah, we're just running over to the storm, I guess.
Okay. I don't know if I might not have any tools or anything with me, so
Yeah, we're good. The only thing, that's why I did like the oxygen, the power, so we'll survive. And the only device we need is this like storm gathering. It's called Ruby. This little machine that gathers like storm data.
oh okay. We're just like in the movie Twister.
Yeah, the storms are pretty fun actually. Like, oh, here's some evil plants. Yeah, the storms like they make like a windy sound.
Oh whoa.
And,
Okay, wait, I died. It got me in like one shot.
oh. I think you'll exit the shuttle.
Yeah, I did. I'm gonna have to try to make it back.
I'll meet you halfway, and I think you'll have enough oxygen to like get to your stuff. But I could give
Yeah,
you
I think so.
I could pass you
Yeah,
like a
wasn't
tank.
I think I can make it actually. It's just a matter of whether my body's too close to those like things again.
Yeah, you have to like if you've played recently, like grab your pack and then like take all the things. If you're holding a thing, I think whatever it is, yeah, if you're holding a thing and you press F, like you just grab each thing and press F, and it should like suck them into your backpack. But here's a tank. Here's a tank to give you more time. I guess as soon as you pick up a tank, you'll be good. Yeah.
Do you want a tank back?
No, I kept it. Yeah.
I think I got everything.
Yeah, as long as you just don't go close to those things, those evil plants. So then at this point, I brought actually like a little shelter. This shelter, if we're near it, it just gives us oxygen. But also I guess if you enter the shelter and exit, that's your new like save point. So we can like refill our tanks. I thought about the logistics a lot here. Like we can refill our tanks and yeah, there's sort of a thing like when you enter through this barrier, you'll start getting like hacked. And the hacked is just kind of like, it's like a timer that ticks down, and once you get fully hacked, you'll start to suffocate, so you have to like exit the storm. So that's why yeah, do you have that little platform on you? Like there's a yeah, one of the two boxes.
Medium platform.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, basically this Ruby machine just needs to like stand on something. Then so you can see like once we can enter here, we need to put this in one of those like green circling geyser things. But then we also need to like power it. So I'm putting down like the 3 generators.
Like organic generators.
Yeah, so we need some organic as well to fully power them. So I'm gonna exit the storm. You can see that little like circle above your head. When it gets full, you have some time. Yeah, like when it goes full, your guy will start to like suffocate, but you'll have some time to like run out. But then it like resets every time. I'm just running around. I need to find like vegetation now in some of the in these canyons. I'll grab some plants. Yeah, then you can come back in if you want. I'll turn on these things and oh yeah, these little like geyser things like move around too. See, so whenever there's at least 5 power units going in, the thing will produce this like storm data we can see there. And you basically only need like one of them. Like one of them will be considered storm data. I guess we can both take one. And that's pretty much all we have to do for the storm here. We need to bring that data back and put it in like a research chamber. But then, so this is sort of the point where like, if you do this mission in the base game, once we get back and we put this data, I guess we'll go back to our ship. Yeah, once we put this data in the research chamber, it unlocks the mission that lets us like go to the DLC planet. And then it'll be interesting because you end up going through like a portal, and then it starts like a separate save file, which is like the DLC save file is like independent, like it's like a planet in its own solar system. And so I wonder how that will work for multiplayer. Like I wonder if we can go through the portal, remain like connected. It'll be interesting to see how they've handled that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes I guess I'm pretty familiar with Astroneer, so it takes me 1 hour to get from like a new game to like the state that we saw like when you joined here. So that's kind of interesting. Like I like a lot of the design choices they've made with the DLC, where like it had to work for like experienced players and new players. And so basically like you're sort of forced to play like 1 hour of the game at least before you can like get to the DLC. And that sort of like gives everyone like a chance to refamiliarize. And then the fact that the DLC is like totally its own independent save file means like it's sort of like very clear like what is part of the DLC and what is part of the main game. For I guess for like technical reasons, it's good to like, because this game, you know, it was made so long ago, and they said that like the DLC has to work at like every PC that the main game works for. And it's cool to try to make like, to bring in like a community of like 8 or 10 years of players and like squish them all down to like something, like make a DLC that they'll all like enjoy or find like playable but not too easy, not too hard for like this such a wide range of players. So yeah, now that we've researched the storm data, there's more like landing pad missions. And he now one of the missions gives us this item. You could place this item if you want. You just got to put it like, you can throw it like over, I forget how to like click or whatever. Yeah, you could just put it like in this field like right here or something.
It's like under.
Yeah, once you place it, it'll like connect, and then you hold F to like deploy it basically. Yeah, they did it cool. And then see, if you walk around it, it always like faces you, and that's kind of a neat.
Yeah.
So that's basically, you can like walk through it. You just have to actually activate it. You have to like mouse over it and then like hold F, and this is where So I was wondering what will happen here.
Yeah, I have a cutscene.
Yeah. So yeah, when you entered it triggers this cutscene for me too. So this is like we're now like sort of. This is now like entering full like DLC. We're going to like the new planet. Planet's in its own solar system, so there's like kind of like modified game rules, but the whole regular game is still there. And then there's like a series of missions to do on this like DLC planet.
Yeah. Oh, it says my connection to the host has been lost.
Okay, yeah, so that's where it breaks then. I guess so. I'm seeing myself go to the DLC planet. So if you reconnect to me shortly, then you should be able to just like walk out onto the DLC planet. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to join back now.
Yeah, I've just like I've landed and it's set up like the main shelter. So now that we've landed on this, like they actually incorporate this into the story. They say that going through the portal, they don't know what's gonna happen, and you might like lose your equipment, and then like in fact you do for like technical reasons, because they don't want you to like bring equipment into the DLC. They want you to have like every player to start the DLC with the same like sort of in the same situation. So yeah, they sort of have this like story beat where you lose all your equipment basically whenever you enter the DLC, so that, and then you see like if you open like if you try to print or research different equipment, some of it is like red. They call that being hacked. Like there's apparently like another like rogue Astroneer like on this planet that is like hacking the planet, and they've like hacked so that we can't like print certain equipment.
Yeah, like we lost all our stuff, I guess.
Yeah, we lost all our equipment, which is just like a way of basically like making sure no one like sort of cheats ahead in the DLC by bringing in like stuff. Yeah, so there's more like landing missions. Oh yeah, there's like a little manual on this thing. On our starting shelter, there's a little like manual. Yeah, so different missions are like basically like read the manual on your starting shelter, go back to the landing pad.
Yeah.
Here's like we get like this item. This little item it's like recognizable from the base game. It basically goes on one of your pack's like shoulders, and then when you press the button, it'll like it seeks out like a certain item. And in this case, like the item that it's pointing us to first is like pretty close.
Yeah. Dude, I'm trying to take my terrain tool out, but like I don't have
E.
one.
I think it's E.
Oh, yeah, it's E. That was weird. It was saying it was tab. Oh, this is like a research thing. This block.
Yeah, you get a lot of research points. Like those blocks are worth a lot, and even these little things on this plant over here, they also scan for a lot, like 122. So
what is scan? What is scan?
just holding F when you mouse over it, without the terrain tool. Yeah, just the regular mouse.
Produces resources when tapped.
Oh yeah, that guy threw you.
It's a weird like.
Oh, it killed you too.
Oh, it just killed me.
I guess you took like fall damage when you landed, maybe from that.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we don't have any. We just have our one oxygen bar as well now. We don't have any of the tanks or something. Yeah, I'll basically, I guess I won't go into detail about like what's happening in the story, other than like the stuff I've said about the hacker and stuff, because eventually if you play, you can like read the prompts and stuff, and then it avoids a bit of spoilers, like if we don't know like what's the whole situation.
Okay, I'm just gonna take a quick break, but I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Okay. Yeah, I just collected some resin. I put some like oxygen, like temporary oxygen tanks near the base there. You could pick up that little satellite thing and then use it, and it'll show you where like the vault is that we have to go to.
Yeah, I'll try to find this satellite.
It's just near the landing pad. Yeah, it should go onto one of your shoulders, and then if you press like C or V, if you're using keyboard.
Yeah, C. Or are you on controller?
I'm always on keyboard now in Astroneer. It's like a... It turns out,
Yeah, okay.
once you... Yeah, the keyboard controls are... There's a lot of different controls in Astroneer, but yeah, definitely keyboard is like easier to move supplies around, like in the backpack and
Yeah,
stuff.
with the backpacks, yeah. That's what I was thinking, like, because I'm playing on my couch today as opposed to, like, at my, like, computer desk. Like, I switched around where my computer was because I was having, like, a games night last night. And I was, like, about to hook the controller up because I was like, yeah, this will be easier to play, like, if I'm sitting on my couch. But then, like, I thought about it and I was like, I'm pretty sure with Astroneer, like, I'm used to really wanting to play on keyboard for some reason. Like,
Yeah, so it's leading you over there to that, like, the tower thing there.
yeah, this orange tower. I'm almost dead.
Yeah, I'll give you some oxygen tank. Yeah, if you take those. These are like temporary ones. Once they run out, then
Okay.
you have to like make more with resin. Yeah, so it says about this thing. So this is the thing it's leading us to, and I guess I'll let you like go through the like now it's like you can mouse over it and activate it.
Oh yeah, okay. Wait. Yeah.
So yeah, basically what it's telling us is like there's little squares on it. Like these little squares. There's like sort of orange squares on the yellow. And it wants us to like
find where they go?
Yeah, you need to either... Some of them need to be like rotated in place. If you're holding them, you can press like C and V to like rotate them. So they either need to rotate in place or switch to like a different side, basically.
That's fun.
I think probably there's 2 that need to switch. Yeah, there's 1 on each side, but 2 of them have already been like locked in. So probably, yeah, I think mine has to go to where your side was.
I got it on this side
Yeah,
too.
So we got all 4 sides. So this little shelf opens, and there's a little like thing called an alpha rootkit. You have to bring the alpha rootkit like back to our shelter.
Let me know if you see resin on the way, so I can.
Yeah, we have a lot in our base that I gathered, but yeah, there's kind of a shortage like around, other than like the pile that we have at our base. There's not much left like in the area.
Okay, I'll grab some of this then. Awesome.
So yeah, the rootkit goes in this little machine. This is like a new DLC machine as part of our starting shelter. And you put the rootkit in there, and then actually this rootkit will unlock some of our equipment. We can print like a small printer, for example, once we put the rootkit in there, and then it guides us to like.
Okay.
Yeah, it gets like research. Then if you like look at the screen of this machine, there's actually like 3 storms on this planet, like Alpha, Delta, Zeta, or Zeta or something. So the rootkit like unlocked the first storm, like the green storm, which we can actually see like on the horizon beyond the vault. And so I think our next mission is like, yeah, we sort of complete through here. Yeah, I think he's basically... Let's see if eventually he gives us like the ruby, one of those like ruby storm collection things. Oh yeah, use the small printer to make a ruby. Yeah, so that rootkit unlocked, like, for example, the ability to print a small printer. And now that we could print a small printer, we can print like the Ruby machine. And the Ruby machine will let us get like storm data.
Mm-hmm.
So it says resin. Resin and quartz. Yeah, so the DLC has a pretty good like flow to it. Like you've seen that on the base planet, like we've already done one like storm collection mission on the base planet, which showed us like how to use the ruby machine. But now, this thing says you need to go into the storm and like run that machine for longer and collect like 16 of those little like storm data crystals. And then once you collect like 16 of those, then the satellite thing on our shoulder will tell us like where the next vault is. And it turns out that like the next vault is like underground. So then you go underground and you do the vault. Then that vault tells you to go to a different storm on the surface. Then that surface storm ends up leading you to like a deeper vault. And then then the deeper vault like goes back to the surface, another storm. But then each storm you need like more and more data. So like I think the third storm you need like 32 data, and the storm is like around the edge of the planet. So you have to like build like a truck and drive the truck, to the storm to collect all the data to bring it back to further.
That's cool.
And yeah, actually there's a cool thing too where like we could try to dig right now, but if you try to dig, you'll find that there's like a force field inside the planet that prevents us from going deeper. And so you actually
you can't get to the core, sort of.
Yeah, you can't go deeper until you've like gotten like when we get the data for the first storm, he uses that to like remove the force field, and then once the force field's removed, you can go like deeper into the planet. And that's kind of a cool process where like like you're sort of like locked off from different areas of the game until you've like so it sort of slows your ability to like go everywhere and do everything. And the fact that you like can't print certain things, like you can't print like the oxygenator, you can't print like certain power items, so it really sort of makes you make do with like what you have, and like use the skills that you've built in like Astroneer to like figure out what equipment do I have, what can I use that for, how do I accomplish this goal. And but then it's fun to like unlock the new equipment too, because at some point on this planet I unlocked like the surfboard and the oxygenator, and I had one of those like mini power things, and I felt really powerful because like I had I actually just got lucky and like found one of those items like in some ruins like around. And then I was like, oh good, like that's gonna make it so much easier, like I don't have to keep like printing oxygen and stuff.
Yeah, I like that Astroneer is the type of game where like the audience like appreciates that the DLC takes things away from them, like
Yeah,
because I can see like there being certain games where it's like the DLC took away the ability to be blank, like take the DLC, like that's it.
yeah, I like these like supportive communities that just kind of like they'll find like how to have fun with anything they're like given.
Yeah, like I think like crafting games probably have like a general audience that enjoys like they don't mind having a debuff thrown at them, like, and they find that fun, sort of thing.
Yeah, so I think that sort of, I don't know how much time it's been. Yeah, we've been like 40 minutes. That gives us like an intro to the concept of the DLC. It's kind of fun here. Like we have so few equipment, but we have to plan to like make our way over to that green storm, like in the direction I'm facing. You can see the green storm is like there. It's pretty close by.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so we need like the Ruby machine. We need the little platform for Ruby to stand on, and then we need at least like 3 small generators. So I have right now I need like 3 we can probably find compound on the way to make the 3 generators, or maybe I would drop
like
off some
on the
equipment.
Way,
on the way
on
to
the
the
way
storm.
To the storm.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything that I should make? I guess I could start making oxygen.
Oh yeah, as long as you're carrying like enough resin, then that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, like when I when I look to make oxygen filters, like I'm not really sure how to do it.
Yeah, on the back, when you open your pack, you take off your pack, and then there's
Yeah.
two little arrow buttons at the bottom, and
Yeah,
you
like I
can
found the screen that says oxygen filters, like, but I
that
can't.
screen's like where you like examine what items you've like unlocked or whatever. But the actual printing is,
Oh,
yeah, there's a tiny printer in
I
your
see it
backpack.
now. Yeah, I see it. I
Yeah.
got it now. Thank you.
There's a sort of like a pro strategy where you can hold like one extra resin by having it hover like in that printer slot. Because like
Oh,
whatever you're trying to print, there'll be like one item queued up. And
that's
if
right.
you're,
Yeah.
yeah, so you can kind of just leave a resin like sitting in there. And that way you get to hold like an extra one.
Yeah.
I guess I would just run straight for the storm now. And probably we'll find like, we'll
Wait,
find
are
some
these
like,
oxygen filters? Do they have oxygen in them?
yeah, they print, when you print them, they have full oxygen and then they will run out and just disappear. They're like
Okay, I guess
one
they're
time
just not.
use.
They're not blue because they're not active or something yet. I don't know. Okay.
Well, the ones we had before were like reusable oxygen like tanks
Oh
made
yeah.
made of glass.
Yeah,
These
I just saw the
these ones
first
are
one
the
turn on
ones.
now. So.
Yeah. Yeah, you should basically, as long as you have those in your backpack, you should see that the air bar at the top of your bag is like always full.
Yeah.
Once the bar at the top of your bag starts running out, then you know that. Then basically, yeah, you know that you don't have any more of them. Yeah, here's a lot of resin. We can sort of use this resin as needed. I'll use that compound. Oh yeah, you can print, like if you want to build like kind of like a bridge, you need to have like little canisters, like resin. You can also print small canisters in the same way that you can print like oxygen filters. And then that will let you build like bridges with the dirt that you've mined. Like we just got to sort of approach the storm in like a sensible way. These glitchy plants are like not harmful. There are some harmful plants in the area, but some stuff like looks like it would be harmful, but it's not.
Okay. I guess that's kind of like real life too. Or are we gonna need organic too? Because I can get some of that.
Yeah, we'll need 3 organic at least, and right now we still need 3 compound.
Pretty close to like organic stuff. So.
Yeah, I'm building like a little pathway down closer to the storm.
Yeah, the glitchy plants are weird.
Yeah, I guess you grabbed some more resin there, so that's good. Yeah, just, I guess, watch your... There's not really a huge penalty for death, though, I guess, at this point. We're so close to, like, our shelters.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been making oxygen filters and stuff, so.
I guess we also have the option of doing those, like air tethers. But those are kind of like somehow less fun because you just make like a single line and then it kind of looks messy and it only goes to one place. Or you can't, yeah, you can't just like, I guess the initial exploration of like placing them down is slower. It's fun to just like be able to run anywhere and then run back to safety.
Mm-hmm. Starstone compound.
Yeah, I grabbed some. I think I'm ready to start collecting storm data. Yeah, the storm on this planet is like a lot faster. One strategy is like after you get like 4 or 8 storm data, you can like bring it back to the base, and that will give you like better storm protection. So that's one thing. But also, usually I just go for like the storm data points that are like right close to the edge, and I just run in and run out like a bunch of times quickly.
Did you build like a little base near that storm?
We don't have a base or anything like in terms of oxygen, but we have.
Oh
all the
yeah, I guess we
equipment.
don't have the stuff to build it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot that we like lost all the stuff.
Yeah, that's what's kind of fun about being limited. Like you can't do like
Yeah.
all the things that just eliminate. You have to just sort of like keep track of all these different like oxygen level and stuff.
Yeah. So I have a bunch of like compounded.
Yeah, we should be good to run. I'm just making some oxygen filter. Okay. So yeah, there's 2 points that are kind of close. So what I did was like, here's our storm machine, and then this thing is like our power platform, and they need to be like connected like this once we're inside, and then you just need to turn on the generators, and you can actually put like vegetation, like the vegetation will automatically jump onto them if they run out. So as long as they're like running.
I'll put my stuff on it then.
So I could show you, like, we can run in, because actually you get hacked pretty fast. But we could run in first and take a look at, like, where the storm is. Like, basically right there is where we need to place, like, the platform inside that.
Yeah.
But then you can see already, like, we're, like, 3/4 hacked.
Yeah.
You don't die when it completes. Like, you die, like, maybe 10 seconds after it finishes.
Oh yeah, let's
so
take a mic, right?
So if you're interested in trying to like, you could grab this platform. The thing is you can only like, basically you have to like drop the platform so you can like run faster, then grab it, and all you can do is like hover with it. I don't know if you're interested in like trying to like,
Can I grab this one?
yeah, you could do that one if you want. Yeah, so we can sort of like, I like drop it ahead of me, then run forward to it.
I see. Yeah.
But we can always like, if we get hacked, we just run out
Yeah,
earlier.
then start again. Yeah.
So then if you get it like close enough, yeah, I would run out at this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna run out. It's like whenever I'm at half. Yeah.
It's kind of a fun process of like just like doing a little tag. Like you just have to like tag for like 1 second outside, and then it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the storm moved a bit closer, so that's good. I think we're close enough to like hook up. Yeah, you can see there it's the storm moved a bit closer, so I was able to hook it up. So now it's producing like storm data. Whenever it produces one, it's on like the front of the machine, and then you can sort of grab it and basically, yeah, we need like 16 of these. So now the process is like, until we get 16 of these like storm data, we're basically like running in, grabbing the storm data, and then running back out and probably like pooling it there.
Yeah.
I find this kind of like an exciting like flow where, yeah, we're sort of like, because basically the machine is not producing, like you can see there's a data on top of the machine, so the machine is like not doing anything right now until we remove the storm data. Yeah, so you can grab that. Yeah, once you grab it, it starts making another one. You can grab about 2 of them before you have to like run out. And it produces them pretty fast, like it already made another one. Yeah, it makes them pretty fast, but then there's like, if you leave one on there, then you're sort of like burning the fuel, like the organic fuel. But it's fun, like you can see like the environment of the storm, like how the screen kind of gets like foggy a little bit. I like how the screen's foggy, it's like a bit hard to see, and you sort of feel like there's this action-packed like running in, running out, monitoring like oxygen level. And there we see that the storm has moved, so you have to sort of like recenter it almost. But it looks like it worked. That's a fun thing too, that the storm like moves around, or like the little data point moves around, and you have to like also reposition the thing. Oh, your guy needs oxygen, I think?
Yeah, I just made myself filters, but now I don't have any resin, so I'm gonna have to go.
There's a few more on the ground here.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Yeah, if you wanted, you could grab... We need to carry like 16 of these back to the base. So we also need... 16 is like if both of our packs were like full of them. So probably we'll need like multiple...
Yeah, I guess I have the extra slots on the gun too, I think, right? That I can use.
Yeah.
It's hard to get them to attach to those spots.
Yeah, if your gun has to be like out, kind of.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. So if you want to sort of count, I think we have about probably enough at this point.
I think I have I have 6 on me. Oh wait, I can take 7, I think. Yeah, I have 7, but I'm dying of oxygen right now, so I should go back.
There's one more. Yeah, you could grab this and then head back. Yeah.
Do you want me to grab what?
Or just if this is oxygen, that might be
Oh,
enough
okay, yeah.
oxygen to get back.
Yeah, I can drop like some carbon then and like take more of the other things as way more important.
Yeah, I think we have all of them at this point.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go then.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the same machine is needed for like a future storm, but we could just leave it there for when we need it next time.
Uh-huh.
Once we get back, then we just place all the storm data into the like the same scanner that we put that little device into. If you just either put them in the scanner or like anywhere on the main shelter, and they'll get like thrown into the.
Okay.
Is that all of our things?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have all 16 added now. And I think there's like another mission. Oh yeah, we click on some button here or something. Yeah, so we put all 16, and that gives us this like special looking device. And this device, we have to put that into like the center of the storm.
That's cool.
So basically, yeah, like collecting that storm data actually makes us like strong. Like we have more resistance to being hacked now, so we can actually survive longer inside the storm. I guess you could take that device, and we're just gonna basically run to the center of the storm. We'll need some resin, I guess, on our way.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. I guess we'll just monitor our oxygen level and make our way to the center of the storm. And the center of the storm is actually like a gateway chamber.
Oh,
So that
cool.
thing,
Really?
yeah, we're sort of like powering the gateway but the gateway is like in the center of the storm. It's kind of cool.
That's-
Oh, I see resin over here. Yeah, and when we power the gateway, that's what removes like the force field. Like actually, if you're interested in seeing the force field, I've already dug like a tunnel down to the force field level. So I don't know if you're interested in like going down there and just seeing like it's sort of like a pink sphere that's around the whole planet.
Yeah.
Have you also found resin?
I just found like one resin.
You guys just like eating it like a macaroni noodle, like this is he's like, yeah, hyperventilating and like eating this like craft dinner hard macaroni noodle. I have a couple extra. I think we get, actually maybe not. There's some resin actually here as well. I was thinking we get free oxygen like in the gateway area, but maybe not. The other thing too is that it actually takes, it uses up power from your backpack has limited battery power. So if you print enough oxygen things, then your backpack won't have enough power to print anymore. So then usually in the early game I have like a small generator on one of my shoulders that I activate sometimes to get more like battery pack. battery power. You could take this canister too if you don't have a canister. That canister stores like fuel or dirt, and then it lets you build, like, it lets you emit dirt. Yeah, I guess we run. So we just go into, we'll take our bridge into the center. We may end up dying because it depends how long it takes us to like activate the thing in the center. Oh yeah, I forgot, like, I'll grab generators on the way in.
Yep.
So
Well, we run back out and back in.
we should be good for storms because we have like a greater resistance now that we did the storm data. And once you enter this middle sphere, you stop getting hacked, but you still. So we're sort of like immune from hacking, but these are also.
Can I drop that thing anywhere?
The thing has to go in that center pillar there. We could build a little
Alright.
bridge down. I don't know the fall damage.
Yep.
Yeah, once you put that in, you see these little things, these little dials appeared. And then there's this thing over here too. So this little panel is like, they're pretending it's like broken. So that's actually just like it's kind of like a text log, that little device. And then what it wants us to do is the same thing. It wants us to put these like star things and rotate them in the right shape. You can like grab this, the audio log just kind of gives you like part of the story.
Yeah.
But then it's the same thing. We need to like rotate these things into the right position so that they like lock in. So you could do that if you want to throw that other piece in. I just need one more organic.
Where do I put it? I'm kind of
yeah, it fits into a little shape. It clicks into like the floor there. There's like sort of a shape outline.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
And then once it's got to be like rotated accordingly. You could just try. There's only like 3 different rotations basically. It's funny how easy it is to like forget that we need to like monitor our oxygen too.
Where did it-
Oh yeah, there we go. See, once it's repaired, now it becomes like a regular gateway thing where we can plug in our generators. And then once we run the generators, it does that, you know, you just have to like give it power until it becomes like, until all these things drop. That's like that's similar to the regular game.
Okay.
But I think basically once it's powered, I think that's what removes like the first barrier under the ground. And then it allows us to go underground, and we have to use our like, you can use the satellite thing again to like locate underground where the thing is. So then we basically can just, this teleporter won't like do anything until we have at least 2 of them activated. But you can see there's three places on the surface, one inside each storm, and then there's like a planet core.
I guess I'm out of power to be able to create more oxygen filters.
Oh yeah, if you you could put this generator in your bag.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll go on your shoulder, and you can like turn it on and off with like C, but it's running right now, so it should give you like.
Yeah, it does. Okay.
More. Yeah. Yeah, I also have just like the 1 filter left. I guess we can sort of end anytime we feel like it. The one more interesting thing, there's some interesting terrain on the surface of the planet, and there's also like going under the ground, but we don't have to like,
yeah, we could end here, but I don't mind doing this again next time too, if you want.
That works. Yeah, we can just continue from this like same save.
Yeah.
I'm
I
just
guess we'll go back.
Yeah. There's our bridge. Yeah, what I noticed was when you activate that little satellite on your shoulder, if you have your compass out, it'll put like an actual marker on the compass telling you like where the satellite's leading you to. And that's basically like the only way to really make it work, because once the vault is like underground, that little satellite doesn't really tell you like depth, it just tells you like direction. So then basically I would take out my compass, use the satellite, it puts it shows you a marker like underground, because the compass shows like depth, and then that's how you can like locate the next vault. Locate the vault, and then you sort of repeat the exact same process that we just did, starting with the vault, but the vault is now underground and the next storm is a bit farther away on the surface.
Yeah. I don't know if there's a way for me to save, or if it's just saved on the server.
Yeah, whatever. It saves, I guess the game like auto saves constantly, or it saves when you exit. Whenever you enter or exit a vehicle or a shelter, it'll save. But like you basically can't really get out of the game without like saving all your progress.
Yeah. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I quit there.
Yeah, that was fun though.
Yeah, that's a pretty good DLC. Like, I like that. Yeah, I was saying like how it takes away things, but that kind of adds to the experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. Let's see. Okay, I guess I don't mind doing that next time too. Talk about it.
Yeah, that should work. Yeah, we could do it next time. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'll see you then.
Yeah, love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.